All right, welcome guys. So I'm gonna just work on Kid Goku. Been rewatching the original Dragon Ball Z and just got a kick to model him out. So let's get started. So first, I download some pictures off the web, some profile, side, and front pictures. Let's get started. So I'm just gonna type in Rhino. I just type commands. It's as easy as that. You don't have to like you can if you want to, you can like look in here, but if you just know the name of the command, you might as well just type it in. So I'm just gonna type in picture. Here's the Gokus. I'm gonna do this side 2. I'll put that on the right and go in the front. And I just right clicked to repeat the command, and I'm going to do this front 3 somewhere around there, and we just want to make sure these are matched up. Oh, let me turn off the grid snap. I kind of want to center these. And kind of right on his nosy right there, I think is good. And let's move this guy up. We will have to scale, I guess. Yeah, so let's scale this. Let's do scale. And we're gonna scale from here since we're matched up on there. Oh. There we go. We're gonna, like, yeah, like right about there. Let's move this back to make sure his nosy is right there. And his mouth, that looks pretty darn good, man. I didn't expect it to be that good. So, yeah, that seems pretty awesome. Let's get started. Let's check his neck. Neck's looks good. I can move this back. I'm just checking. You know, it's never gonna be exactly, but I mean, speaking of that, like this is darn good. I didn't try this before, guys. It just happened to be that way. You know, let's check his ears. His ears look good. I think different aspects we'll use for different places. Like the ears, we'll use a side profile. The eyes, I might throw in a different front to do the eyes. I'd rather have these, this sort of look rather than that. Keep it to sort of the original Dragon Ball look. This is more of a sort of updated Dragon Ball Z version of him, I think, with those hard eyebrows. I want him to be happy. So let's get to it. And how do we do it? Well, first let's put these on a layer. Change object layer. I'm gonna lock this, and I'm gonna label this ref pics. Boom, and let's save it. Goku, and we'll do Goku sketch 1. Booyah. Now, I like to use sub Ds. And I don't really have any of my toolbars set up. So let's get some toolbars up. Let's do sub D tools. I think that's pretty good. I like to have this floating. I like to use these tools. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Alright, anyways. So, should we start with a sphere? I say let's start with a cube, a box, because he's got a little boxy type head, I would say, like these, and his, yeah, let's just do with that. So let's just start clicking. Let's change, let's go ghosted. Actually, I'm going to, oh, you know what? I'll just show you guys how to edit stuff. So you don't have to worry too much. Like, it's really off center. If you can see, it's off center a little bit. That's fine, because we're going to fix it up. All we need to worry about right now is just getting the general shape of his head. And even that, like, just not even that. You're just building geometry that you're going to be editing later on. So it seems like his cranium is higher on the front. I'm just going to use the side as the full reference for that. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright, let's just select these faces. Boom. And now I select the points. Go to the side, and then I'm going to type project to C-plane. And delete inputs. Yes. Or else it'll just copy the whole darn thing. Alright, and now that we have that, we'll switch it to that. And now we will mirror it. I always mess it up. I think it's, yeah. There we go. And so now if we, I'm going to hit F10 to show the control points. Sub Ds are great because they're in between meshes and surfaces. And so I use sub Ds to go back and forth through my workflows. And they're just great. It's just great tools. So you see how I'm moving the right and it moves the left. So we're just going to be moving these right into place like it's no big deal. In fact, let's select all of that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. We were referencing the side, right? Oh, looks looks like I did something weird there. You just kind of move things into place gradually and surely. And we'll add more detail. In fact, I'm going to use these squares down here for the neck, and so I want those to be relatively close to the neck. And we'll add some more geometry up here. With sub Ds, you don't want to like fully extend things out like that. Like you just want to add. See if this is missing. Let's just add more geometry on these faces. And same with the ears. So we're gonna need some more geometry on the ears. And so let's just make this little square. We'll use that for the ears. We'll subdivide this. Sub D, subdivide. Ooh. Makes sense, right? And so this is a little bit square, so we're going to kick these back a little bit, make his head a little more rounded. And now, I guess we can move all of this up. Up it down. All right, I think we're ready for some subdivides. Let's see. Should we do edges? Just add in some edges? I think so. Okay, let's do some edge loops. Let's see if that'll work. We'll put that right around there. Oh, there we go. Let's move that back actually. And now it's really starting to look like him. Check it out. And he's got that big ass dome. Rounding it out a little bit. Getting rid of this squareness. Even though his head's pretty darn square. Hey, look at that. And actually, I'm going to use this line down for his mouth. Ooh. Not bad. It's just a lot of tweaking, guys. It's like playing a game. Really, it is. You're just tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. Let's get that this brow and down to the bridge of the nose worked up, and then this will be projected out with some more geometry. You can imagine his head is around there. All right. We'll probably move these down. Or you know what? We'll do that above his ear. Or, we'll just bisect it. It's fine. Alright. So what else do we need to do? Yeah, let's get that mouth going. I think for this one I will just do that. I know it looks super funky now, guys, but that's okay. We just need to move these points around. It looks funky, I know. But it'll start looking better. And look, now we got some little spots for the eyes to put in some detail. That's pretty awesome. All right. So it's just relaxing the mesh. You see how it's kind of funky? Like that's not, we don't want that. We want like nice sort of squarish, as squarish as possible for these sub D edges. If we need to put in detail, we just put in more geometry. That's how we achieve it. Everything starts looking weird when you add in more geometry, but you just got to move it to the right spot. And even here, like, I'm not even trying to like push it out yet. I'm just organizing the geometry here, and I'm gonna create more geometry to push out more detail. And you know what? Yeah. Let's move that up. In fact, let's just move both of these up. I only have to select these two because this is mirrored. You'll see that other one move up. See? I'll still move it out though. And see, we're just slowly getting there. Slowly but surely. Let's move these up. Yeah, there we go. That's more like his head. And this looks weird because it's still squarish. What is this square, darn square head? Move that in and gets rid of that. There we go. Move this up. Get that jaw going. And you know what? Like, I didn't perfectly place this in the center, even though it's darn good spot on the center. But like that, we don't have to worry about. We're just gonna work off one side here. All right. And let me go into here. I want to kind of place this. You see. I mean, we're not going to be using these eyes, but it's pretty good placement, right? So we're right there, and we're kind of right there. So we can still use this as a general reference. Like I see, like this is pretty much the bottom of his eyes on the front, or excuse me, on the side. Oh, here we go. We can look at the side right here. So, like right here, this is sort of like right near the bottom. Ignore the pupils of his eyes. And then the top is right around. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? That one. And we'll move that up, give it space. We'll use this one to move his nosy up. Give it a little more relaxed look. And so now I'm starting to create that little pocket at the bridge of his nose, and then that'll start pushing it out forward, and then we can just go down from there. We can even, I think it's a little bit too early for it, but I'll just show you guys. Ugh. Now we can crease this to make his mouth, that crease on his mouth. We'll move that like right there. I think this needs to be moved up. There we go. Things will look funky in one view, and then you just got to fix it in another view. So I move this up, and now I can move it out, and that adjusts things a lot better. And so now, if I just move this down, that's pretty close to where his lips are. Like that's pretty darn good right there. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll look funky, but we'll slowly get there. So I pick a point that looks funky, like that just doesn't look right. It kind of looks right in this view, and so that means we gotta change it in this view a little bit. And now we have more room for his eyes. And you just see how, like, if you just do this, like, things just kind of sort of naturally fall into place. It's not magic. It's just find where the points relax to. Uh, in relation to like what you're modeling. All right, let's check. This is way far out. So let's bring that in. Yeah, that's what was making things look funky. He's got some cheekies, so like let's keep those cheekies out. Yeah, dude. Looking good. And so I think I'm just gonna add a edge loop. I'll choose this one. I'm just gonna put it like right in between, down below his nosy. And we'll need one right here for his top lip. So this is a crease. So let's get one. Oh. Whatever, we'll move it. And you see I'm adding edge loops, and this is making more geometry out here, and this will help us with the ear. But if we don't need that, we can just delete it later. It's easier to put in edge loops because it gives you more natural flow of the geometry, and then we can edit later on if we need to edit it. And you see just how, like, look at that. Just one little edge loop and that crease. And look, we got an upper lip now. Well, kind of. We gotta bring these out too. And you know what? I know what'll make this better. So like I was saying, we edited that, but this is weird because we got this point right here. You see this? Where this edge. Oh, here, let me click. See this edge coming down here, and then it ends here, and it makes a weird little corner. Sometimes that's helpful, but most of the time it's not. So where are we going? Oh, insert. Yeah. So instead of edge loop, we're just gonna manually put in a point. And see, when I do that, it gives us the hard mesh for it. I'll just go midpoint, midpoint, midpoint. And we'll go up there. You see that? That's even worse. But that's okay. Probably going to be the same deal right here. So I'm going to do the same thing over the top. And so that matches up with right there. And now I can bridge this. Oh. Oh, that's because I And there we go. Easy as that. So I think we just moved this little point down one. Well, let's just work on the front so far. See how this point was way down there? And in fact, if we where's that toggle sub D display? This will show you the hard mesh on it. Excuse me. And you know what? This is some funky stuff, and so it's good to check on the hard mesh, because you'll see problems with the geometry. So now I'm just gonna stitch these together. We'll put that in the center. This does look funky, but I think that's fine. And then we'll go back to the sub D display. Alright, so let's go back into here. Oh. Now let's fix all of that weirdness we just did. Or add, a special geometry just for the tip of that nose. But we want to transition from here to there, because that will be the general transition of most of this area, at least that we can go off. And you see, like I said, like this is these points out here are out here. And so we want those points to flow into this point relatively naturally. And that's a little bit too far out there. That'll help. Let's check right here. We got some weirdness right here. I think we'll move that back. You always gotta check, different angles on things. Let's move those 2 points just a smidge. And I think his face is a little bit flatter. Yeah, there we go. There we go. You see how I just I kind of like smoothed all of this out, and just doing that just makes it look so much better. Oh, excuse me. I think we can move these guys up. That'll give us more room to work with this geometry, and it'll move this lip up, so it's less of a snarl. There we go. We still have this triangle in here, and it's not the best, but I don't think we're ever gonna truly get rid of a triangle. So we just need to choose where we want it. Let's put that back there. I'll move these just a tad back again, because we changed a lot of stuff down here. And once we move, let's move that like right there. Let's put in a lower lip. Let's add two. One to push out and one to push in. We'll probably need more. Let's bring this up. Can you move some of this geometry down? Fix that squareness. I have to fully take care of it right now. This definitely looks weird. So let's push that in. Let's check the other side. That's looking great. And he does have like a bigger top head, right? So, and he's got them cheekies. Let's push those out. And we got these that were straight, so I think that's pretty good that they're more or less aligned. So let's keep them more or less aligned and move them as a whole. And see, this is really bad. I didn't even notice that. So we need to add some geometry from this point, which is this, and bring it all the way around, and we can attach it right there. So let's do that. From this point, let's grab that midpoint and just makes things more even. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. I guess I just have to do it multiple times. That's much better. So this is sticking out. Is it doing something? As for his cheekies. Let's move. You know what? Let's rotate this. That'll give us more of a little smile. Right? And this, the crease of his mouth definitely looks odd. Let's check this. Oh. Ugh. I think that's pretty good for now. We will need some more geometry right here. I think this, yeah. Need more geometry right here and right here. Let's see if we can just do this little trick. See, and now we're getting that nose in, like I said. Now we can bring this in. I think we might still need some more geometry right here. Maybe an extra one right there. Before we get too far, yeah, let's get it natural and let's put in edge loop. I guess we need to do it manually. Midpoint. Notice I only did it on one side. Pretty awesome, right? Let's get this flat first. Work on the edges coming in first, and then we'll work on the edges protruding out. Let's check different edges. It's looking pretty good to start. Let's check these. Oh, you know what? Yeah. This will help. You see like how this is going? Like I do this all the time, so I just kind of like naturally did it for me when I was working on it. But there's this like round-ish flow around the corner of that mouth. And it helps us a lot. Move these down. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh, wrong. I'm not looking at any other view right now. All I'm working on is just this front, at least for now. And then when I switch to a different view, it should be set up for me to just go in here and move things where I need to be in this view, and it should just do its own work. There we go. That's the one I needed to move forward. Maybe this one too. We'll put a hard edge in there maybe. It's pretty far back. There we go. Alright, let's check a 3D view. That's looking pretty darn good, you guys. Let's move that back, move it up. Let's move this down. Like, look, dude, that's looking really good now. Let's check, oh, no, that was that one. Let's check shaded on here. Turn off that. Dude, that's Goku. That's freaking Goku. Don't tell me it's not. Let's Let's turn back ghosted mode. I like ghosted mode. So this is kind of weird, like a little flow. So let's move these in. Oh, I think that was the wrong one. I could probably still be moved in that much. But yeah, definitely this one needs to be moved in closer. Maybe a little bit out. This one, yeah, we'll move this one a little bit out to make that nose just a little bit more square. Let's flatten this out. Yeah, dude, that's a good nose. Goku's got a good nose, man. He really does. If you watch the show, you know, you get that joke. He's got a real sense of smell on him. That's pretty darn good, you guys. All right, let's reevaluate. What do we got? This is weird right here. It's like super square robot type head, or shall I say android type head. Ooh, got him with the jokes. It's just a freaking video game. Like, this is what it's like. It's just like a little video game. Moving things back and forth. And I'll take a little small break and I'll come back, you guys.